Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Carolyn L. Prisms. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada. So today's card is going to be a fall one. It's going to have all the pretty colors of the fall. I am using layered level leaves, and I'm using Seasonal Layers Thinlits, which is retired now, but it's a really great die cut set. Alright, so I'm using Pumpkin Pie as my base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm using Very Vanilla cardstock for my front panel right here, and that is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm also using some espresso brown, and I have some pumpkins I'm going to add to this, and I have some copper shiny paper, and I have some gold. And I'm also using the stamp set from a paper pumpkin that came out just last October, but it's got Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm thinking that'll probably be a great sentiment to put on the front of my card. Before I do that, I'm going to take my Very Vanilla cardstock and I'm going to put it in my embossing folder, and I will run that through the Big Shot. So we just got back from putting my Very Vanilla through the Big Shot. I'm going to add a little bit of color. I'm using Pumpkin Pie ink, and I'm using a dauber. So I'm going to just do a few leaves in my pumpkin pie, just to give it some interest. Some can be a little bit darker than others, just to give it some interest again. And some you can just do part of the leaf. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Okay, so there's going to be other things going on this card, like a lot of leaves. Now, I have other things to cut out. I'm going to cut out my little tree branch, some maple leaves. This is more detailed, and I've got this one, and my little pumpkins that I already fussy cut it. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm going to go over to my Big Shot, and I'm going to start cutting these pieces out for my card. Okay, so I'm back from the Big Shot, and I cut my tree, and I cut a few colors of my fall leaves, and I cut out some pumpkins. So now I'm going to get my card together. Okay, but before I do that, I want to get more color going in here. So I'm just going to put that off. I know what I want to do. So I'm going to take, I've got some pumpkin pie twine, which I'm going to wrap around. So I'm going to take this down on the back. Just to hold it in place. Now what I want to do is go wide and this way, kind of like that, and go down the middle. Okay, tape the other side. Okay, and then this will look really pretty. I'm going to put that down here. And my little Happy Thanksgiving will go here.
Yeah.
I might put the pumpkins on a dimensional.
Ooh.
Right? Oh, get that hair out of the way. Hair on my glue. Okay, so I decided I'm going to put this one up on dimensionals because I want it to be a little lifted from my card. Okay, so I've got my dimensionals on. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock, and I have the smallest rectangle from my rectangle stitch framelits. I'm going to cut this out, and I'll be right back. I cut this little tiny piece out and I'm putting Happy Thanksgiving, and I will put that here. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna glue my front of card onto my card base. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put a little bow right above my little Happy Thanksgiving. There, I've got my bow all done. Now I'm going to work on the inside of my card. Okay, so again, this stamp I'm using is Grateful for Family Like You. And again, it's from my Paper Pumpkin stamp set that I got last October. So I'm going to be stamping that in pumpkin pie for the inside. And this is very vanilla. It's 4 by 5 1/4. Now when you're using polymer stamps like this, you need to have something soft underneath so you can stamp really well with it. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit extra to the inside of my card. And I'm going to take pumpkin spice again, and I'm just going to stamp this off. I'm going to just bring this in here. Now I'm gluing this in, trying to make sure I'm all straight and even all the way around. And there you go. My card is ready to give to somebody. All right, so that's it for today. This is our Thanksgiving card. Thank you so much for watching, and please click like and subscribe. And we'll see you again next time.